How is it all doing? We've picked up a few Sega Saturn games, uh, second-hand Sega Saturn games, we live in Dublin, Ireland, and I found this retro video game store called Rage, which stands for Record Art Game Emporium. Right? Now, we had no idea this shop existed. We thought all we had was GameStop and that's it, but it was in town in Dublin, and um, it, it's on Fade Street. Fade Street is the name of the street that it's on, And if you're ever in Ireland, and if you're in Dublin, and if you're wondering at any shops that sell retro video games, there is. It's called the Rage Shop, Rage, Rage, and it stands for Record Art Game Emporium. Now they sell retro games, retro consoles, but they also sell records, all the old vinyl records and stuff like that. And they have a for such a small shop, they've got a great selection of games, consoles, everything, everything retro, with games and records and stuff. Now it's hard to find. It's not easy to find, but the name of the street is called Fade Street. So if you're ever in Dublin, Ireland on a holiday or vacation, and you're wondering if any retro game shops there is, um, first of all you have to find St Stephen's Green Shopping Centre. Now, once you find that, now that's pretty easy to find because it's a big huge shopping centre. Once you find that, that's on Grafton Street. Grafton Street. That's what St Stephen's Green Shopping Centre is on. Now, once you get there, ask anybody where is Fade Street, and they'll show you. They'll tell you where it is. It's sort of in the middle of all the buildings, so it's hard to find. It's not out on the main shopping street. It's in the middle of all the buildings, so it's hard to find. But once you find it, if you're a serious retro gamer, and if you want to buy retro games or consoles, this shop, the Rage, it's brilliant. It really is. The stuff in it is really cheap, especially for Ireland, because in Ireland we use euros, and pretty much when it comes to everything, things are really expensive. You know what I mean? But this shop is pretty cheap because nearly everything in it is second hand, So yeah, I was in there, and I was looking to get a few Sega Saturn games. So the first one I got was Virtua Fighter. Now some have manuals, some have just disc only. This only came with the disc, and the disc is in my Sega Saturn at the moment. This only cost me €9, which is pretty cheap, Um, uh, the most I've seen a Sega Saturn game for in that shop was €30, and that's because it's in pretty good condition, has a manual and everything. But we just wanted like a cheap game, so Virtua Fighter for the Sega Saturn, €9. Um, it's a very rushed part of Virtua Fighter for the Sega Saturn, Uh, the polygons of the characters just fucking disappear and stuff like that. But it's still good, it's just rushed. Like the Sega Saturn is capable of doing more, and rightfully so. Like Virtua 42 came out and it was perfect. It ran better, looked better. This was just rushed, playing it. But it's still a good game, and it's well worth a tenner in my opinion. But if you had a choice uh, between Virtua 42 or Virtua Fighter, I'd get Virtua Fighter 2. But we have that game already. But Virtua Fighter has problems. Like I said, you're playing the game as a kid or something like that, and parts of his body will disappear and stuff like that. It's just a rushed game. But it's still a pretty good game. But if you're looking for the ultimate sort of 3D fighting game on the Sega Saturn, Fortis Megamix is the best, because it has a combination of Virtua Fighter characters and Fighting Vipers characters. So, but for Virtua Fighter for €10, it's pretty cool. We remember when this game first came out in Ireland, it was fucking 60 quid, and it wasn't worth it because of all its problems. But yeah, for a tenner, it's well worth it in my opinion. Like if you like beat 'em ups, 3D beat 'em ups, like Tekken or something, Virtua Fighter or something was pretty cool. So us next game I got was Victory Boxing, and that's the price $9.95. Like again, this is just a disc. There's no manual or anything like that, and but some games are more complete. But like I said, everything in the shop is second hand. But that's what it looks like. Now, this plays and runs better than Virtual Fighter in the sense that the characters don't disappear, like parts of the body don't disappear, and JVC help make the game. It's one or two players. Same as Virtual Fighter, like it's two players, but Victory Boxing is hard as shit, like it really is. It's Virtual Fighter is a lot easier to play. See that brown guy there? He's the first guy that you fight, and I can't beat him. I've tried beating him again and again and again. I just can't beat him. So I can't get past the first character, but it's still a pretty decent boxing game. Came out in 1995. So yeah, this would have been one of the earliest games for the Sega Saturn. It's pretty good. It's just very fucking hard, Yeah, but it's well worth a tenner. Victory Boxing, So yeah, I mean, would recommend it if you like boxing games. The next one is a racing game, Sonic R, and it's a racing game, something similar to fucking Mario Kart, just not as good as Mario Kart. But all the fucking Sonic characters. See, so now this one is complete with a manual and everything else, and it's hard to open. See, they start bringing out these new cases for the Sega Saturn. Yeah, they're more durable than the other ones, but they're also hard to fucking open. Yeah, there we go. That was the disc coming out. Yeah. So it comes complete with the manual and everything else. Now this cost me 15 quid or €15, which was pretty fucking cool. I haven't actually played this game yet, but I will shortly. But I say it's like Mario Kart or something like that, just with silent characters. I hear that it has good music and stuff, so I'll play it shortly and I'll find out if I like it or not. But yeah, we'll just decided to get it. The next one is a classic. Sega Ages Volume 1, and again, this is only 10 quid, After Border 2, Space Harrier and fucking Outrun. Brilliant fucking stuff. I played these games to death when they came out in the arcade. After Border 2 is my favourite out of the three games. I hear that this is arcade perfect for the Sega Saturn, so I had to fucking get it. For 10 quid, yeah, no brainer, So yeah, I'm fucking happy enough with them purchases, So yeah, just want to let people know about that. If you're ever in Dublin, Ireland, and you're wondering, is there any fucking retro game shops? Well, there is. It's called the Rage shop or store. It stands for the Record Art Game Emporium, but just call it Rage. That's how it's spelled on the outside of the shop in red letters. Rage, and it's on Fade Street. Fade, Fade, Fade Street. It's hard to find, it's not easy to find, but it has a lot of great games in it. It's not just games, it's records, all retro sort of stuff, consoles and stuff. Now, it doesn't have every retro game or console. It's mainly Super Nintendo, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Saturn, PS1, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. There's no Atari Jaguar, there's no Philips CDI. There's 3DO, which was surprised by, but everything else, a Sega Master System, looking everything, So yeah, I would really recommend it if you're into retro games, and if you're ever in Dublin, Ireland, and you're wondering, is there any retro game shops? Well, now you know, So yeah, it's well worth it in my opinion. It's just hard to find. Look, I said, find St. Stephen's Green Shopping Centre, that's easy to find. It's on Grafton Street. Grafton Street is one of the main shopping streets of Dublin, and once you get there, just ask someone, where's Fade Street, where's the Rage shop, and I'd say 9 times out of 10 they know. But it is hard to find. I've been living here for over 20 years, and for me it's even hard to find. Because it's right in the middle of all the buildings. It's not on the main shopping street. So yeah, I just want to let people know about that if you're interested. And yeah, and likewise, if you live somewhere and if you know of any retro game shops, would be interested. It might be in your part of the world or your town or whatever. And if there's anything like that, if there's any retro game shops that you know of, just let me know where it is and what the story is with it, if you want it. If you do, would much appreciate it. So that's that. Yeah. Yeah. So next week, I'll go into the Rage shop again and we'll get more games. So yeah, I'm happy enough. We've played more of the open beta for Battlefield 5, and there's a lot of vehicles in the game, tanks and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Like I said, the maps aren't huge, so you don't need to drive a vehicle, because if you drive a vehicle, it just makes it into a fucking target, Now, these vehicles are meant to be are built to accommodate 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 players at once, so one player can drive and other people can use the gun turrets or something like that. But not everyone wants to be a team member, They want to be dickheads, unfortunately. So it kind of makes the whole thing of a team vehicle fucking null and void, but it works sometimes. Sometimes you get good people that actually want to get in the same vehicle with me and fucking be a sound bloke, not a dickhead. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But it is very similar to World War II Call of Duty. But it has great graphics, I have to say. Battlefield 5 looks fucking amazing, and it's not as boring as Battlefield 1 in my opinion. It's the fact that you don't have to go travel miles from each flag. You don't have it's nice and small. I just prefer small maps, That's it. It's good. It's good Battlefield 5 so far, Yeah, so that's all I want to say. I can't say to get better now. So, thanks for watching if you're watching, and if I get more updates about the Atari VCS, I'll let you all know. I can't wait to get it. July 2019. Atari returned to the living room. Awesome. And it was us, the Atari fans, that made it happen. It was our money, our backers, us, despite most other people saying, no, it's a fake, it's a scam, it's not going to succeed, this and that, But I'll say one thing, it is going to happen. It's going to be a reality. I hope it's a success. I hope it brings Atari back to the top of gaming and makes them awesome again. I hope it does, but I don't think it will, because it has so much competition. But I think they can. I think Atari can surprise everybody, and I think they will. So yeah, can't wait to get it. So I still hear people saying to me, it's fake. It's fake. That's not real. And it's like that. See, in Update 7, they were showing off the AMD board, and they were testing out the Atari Vault and stuff, and I hear people say that's fake. That's not real. I don't know. To me, it looks real. They have controllers plugged into it with the USB yokes on it, and they're playing Centipede on the screen. So, I don't know, how can that be fake? I don't understand. No, unless it's fucking, it's not the Atari VCS, just making it look. Well, that's what a lot of other people are saying as well. They're making it look like it's the Atari VCS. They're making it look like that's the AMD board. That's the actual prototype. Well, that's what it is. what else could it be? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, uh, well, people are saying it's this and that. It's not real. They're just making it think it is. Fair enough. That's what they think. I don't think so. To me, it looks legit. It looks real. You know, it's just it's just gonna take a long time. You know, that's what people don't understand. They want to release now. Like, why can't they release it now? Why do we have to wait a year? It takes time to test things and make sure everything works okay. That's what this update 7 was about. They're testing the bar to see how fast the games can run. But also, they got to check the thermals of it to make sure it doesn't melt or anything like that. You know what I mean? So they have to make sure all this is okay. Because if they release the Atari VCS now, the bar, without testing it, this thing will probably melt and fucking disintegrate or something. So they have to make sure it's safe as well to use. I mean, it takes time to make things. But a lot of people are impatient these days. I want it now, fucking now. Like, it doesn't work out that way. I mean, I'd love to have my Atari VCS now and start enjoying it, but I understand that it takes time. You know, and that's what Atari have said over and over again. It's going to take time because we want to make this right for our fans, our dedicated fans like us that have waited for so long, you know, through all the fucking heartache and stuff. Okay, so that's what it is, you know. So that's at the end of the day, these are just opinions. I mean, the thing could come out and it could be a fucking huge fucking hoax or failure, but I don't think so. They've shown too much evidence of this thing working and the prototype, the bar, everything. In my opinion, you know, that's just too much stuff to make up. In my opinion, you know, but it's all about opinion. You know, at the end of the day, we won't know for sure until we see something, obviously, because all we're seeing are pictures, photographs, and what they're saying to us. And people are saying that's no guarantee. They're just lying to you, just making you believe. Well, I believe of what I've seen. I don't think they are making it up. So, yeah, July 2019, I can't wait to get my Atari VCS, you know. Now, people are saying to me, there's going to be delays, you know. This thing won't come out in July 2019. If there are delays, we'll accept that. You know what I mean? Yeah, things. So that's my opinion, okay? As soon as I get any more updates from Atari, update 8 or anything, because they say that it's far from finished. They haven't actually began the production of the final units yet. It's still a prototype stage. So thanks for watching. These are just my opinions. You know, we understand people are going to disagree and they're going to say no and this and that. Fair enough. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.